People search for truth. Truth is a light that shines in the darkness and illuminates the way forward. Difficulties can happen when lies begin to dominate people's lives. Lies can be powerful when they are in the hands of the strong, and so it is necessary that society always strives to find and live by the truth. My name is Dr. Iwan Whiteley, and I am an amateur student of microexpressions. Microexpressions are a brief, involuntary facial expressions which disclose how a person feels about what they say. They can contribute to understanding the truth because they are far more difficult to falsify than words. I started this project on the 9th of November 2016. I was surprised by how many people voted for Donald Trump, and it appeared that people could not distinguish between the truth and lies in his words. I am right at the beginning of creating this series, and it is taking much longer than I thought it would. I have watched about 50 hours of Mr. Trump and have attempted to organize his beliefs into a systematic structure, dividing between truth and lies so that he can be understood. In this series of videos, we shall be looking at three aspects of Donald Trump. First, his microexpressions. Second, his personality. And third, his relationship with Russia. The series progresses because you find the basic tools needed to read Donald Trump's face, and then things become progressively complicated as his personality is studied. Then any relationship with Russia is worked out. There are a number of things that we need to be aware of when we look at Donald Trump's microexpressions. First, microexpressions reveal subjective truth and lies. If a person says something and the microexpression says that he believes what he is saying, then that fact is true for him. That does not mean that it is necessarily objectively true. For example, if I say that the moon is made of cheese, just because I truly believe it, does not mean that it is actually true. Second, microexpressions don't say the whole story. You need to see the expression in context. A microexpression doesn't say exactly if a person is telling the truth or if they are lying. It communicates how a person feels about a subject or what they have just said. For example, if I demonstrated a microexpression of anger while talking about Christmas, that would raise many questions. Do I hate Christmas, or do I only hate this Christmas? Perhaps I got divorced at Christmas many years ago, or perhaps I lost my job in this festive season. Therefore, there needs to be humility when analyzing microexpressions. Third, microexpressions are very subtle, and they are clearer when you watch the whole video. While I have attempted to maximize context, the fact is that these videos have been cut out of a larger context here, so the microexpressions don't always seem clear. Fourth, emotions and therefore microexpressions give a more accurate perspective in regard to what Donald Trump thinks is important. We will discover that Mr. Trump repeatedly shows similar emotions in regards to specific topics. Fifth, we are going to enter Donald Trump's soul. There are many videos showing Donald Trump being inconsistent, with the implication that he is lying. PolitiFact.com calculated that only 16% of Mr. Trump's words were more than half right. PolitiFact did something that is different to what we shall do. They checked the statistics and claims that politicians made during the election. They could verify the claims with pre-existing data. We shall not be focusing on this. Rather, the following videos shall be focusing on what Donald Trump thinks about his own words. Microexpressions provide an automatic assessment of a person's words because the person comments on their own statements by the facial expressions that they make. Finally, As a result, we don't only get to hear Mr. Trump's words, but we also get to know how important those words are and which beliefs he takes most seriously. This should help people get a good idea in which areas Donald Trump will aim to change policy. So I invite you, the viewer, to join me on this journey to see who Donald Trump is and what may befall the United States, indeed the world, as he takes over the presidency.